Hi and welcome everyone to day 18. It's the 18th of December, and for those of you that have been following us over the last 17 days, you know that the 25 stories I would tell my younger self every day, we talk about one story of the book. We go all the way through December, all the way to Christmas on the 25th. And since today we're at story 18, we talk about the diving story. The subtitle, Calling a Timeout. For those that read the book, you know that it's about me flying to Cocos, which is a total remote island. Some of the most amazing diving was possible there for me. And it was really, really mind-blowing. I saw hammerhead sharks. I dove with manta rays. It was just really mind-blowing. And I mean, you will also read about some really big mishaps that happened to me during my diving. Anyways, it was really exciting, and it was one of the best dives I had. The topic, and that's what I want to talk to you about today the most, is not one that I talk a lot about in the book in this chapter. I talk about other lessons learned. But again, in these stories, in these video recordings, we want to talk about extra things that we don't necessarily talk about in the book. And what I want to talk about is the power of habits and how to replace them, how to develop new habits. And these habits, they really shape us. Habits are there because, think about yourself. Habits are there because they make your life easier. It doesn't look like this initially, but let me quickly introduce you to some habits that you do. For example, you wake up in the morning. What is the first thing most people do in the morning? They grab their cell phone. I don't know if that is the case, but let me ask you this. How far is your cell phone away from you right now? Chances are you're watching this on a cell phone. Chances are you're watching this on a computer and playing on your cell phone at the same time, right? My cell phone, right here. Always within reach. So this is a habit that we developed over the last 3-4 years that is so powerful because our cell phones have become so important. Well, there are other things that are really habits. Some habits can be good, some habits can be bad. For example, many people that are smokers, they have this bad habit of constantly smoking while drinking coffee. I don't know if this is you. Some people only drink when they are in a group. And they would normally stay away from alcohol, but as soon as they are in a group, they drink. Why? Because it is a habit. Some people have this habit of getting up but not doing sport. This is a habit. And some people have developed the habit of getting up in the morning and going for a run in the morning. Now, what we want to talk about is how to get rid of habits and how to establish new habits. And if you listen to this or watch this and you think, does this apply to me? Am I affected with this? Of course you are, because all our lives are habits. So it's really important that you shape your life with great habits. So if you have a habit that you would love to get rid of, so for example, let's say you always snack on chocolate, or you smoke, or you feel you spend too much time on your computer, or you're using too much of your phone, or you should do more sport. The first thing, and that's how it starts, is identifying that negative habit that you want to get rid of. And this might sound funny, but I know some people, they don't understand that. They stand there and they say, I don't have any bad habits. Well, let me ask you this. Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? Of course. And suddenly their light bulb goes on. So my first question for you here is, do you feel you have any negative habits that you would love to replace? Great. If you just start with one, that's awesome. So you have your first habit, and now your next step should be your wish of why you want to replace that habit. Now, the reason why I'm so picky on this is because if you don't have a big driver to replace that habit, to get rid of it, you won't do it because you want to give in. So here's the thing. If you want to stop snacking on chocolate, just as an example, why do you want to do this? And we're having a new year coming up right now. So many people make New Year resolutions. So let's make them work. So why do you want to stop snacking on chocolate? And it has to be a really emotional driver. And if you just say, you know what, I want to lose weight, it's not going to happen. You need to ask yourself, why do you want to lose weight? Or why do you want to go for that morning run? Why do you want to stop smoking? And the more emotional that driver is, the better. So let me dig really emotional right now. Let's say you want to stop smoking. Well, maybe you want to stop smoking because you don't want to die before your loved ones, that you get away and you basically let your loved ones go down the gutter, if you want to call it. Why? Because you can't support them anymore. Smoking has a significantly high rate of you dying. I'm sure you know that. So if you smoke, your chance of lung cancer just increase. So if you have kids and you want to die 15 years early and leave your kids alone, well, they're your choice. That's really emotional. And I know I'm digging and I'm really pushing some buttons here. So don't get too attached to that. But this is the way driver. So you have to really attach a lot of emotions. Because what's going to happen next is you're going to have this strong why where you say, you know what? I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to be going out to a club and have other people laugh at me because I'm overweight. And I'm not prejudging now, right? I'm just making really straightforward, very emotional points here. And I'm sure some people say, no, I like the way I am. That's great. But I know some people, they are there and they say, well, I am a bit overweight. Okay, so you need to drive negative emotions to have positive potential outcomes. That's really key. Or you have this drive that you always get stuck on your computer. I have this a lot. So I need to associate emotions to that I feel, you know what, I'm really upset with myself because that time I could spend with my girlfriend. I could spend with someone else I love. Do I want to lose my girlfriend because I spent too much time on my computer? Of course, again, I'm exaggerating, but that's important. You need to push your own buttons. Associate negative emotions with that bad habit. Step 2. Step 3, allocate a potential positive habit that you can replace in. That's important. If you only try to get rid of a bad habit, it's never going to work. So you need to replace that bad habit with a potential good habit. So if you have if you are snacking on chocolate and you want to replace that bad habit with something good, I don't know, snack on an apple, just as an example. If you, like me, reach out to your computer too often, well, replace that with reading a book or replace that with writing your girlfriend a nice little love message on your phone, or boyfriend if you're a girl watching this, right? So that's really, really important. All these things make total sense. So you need to replace your bad habit by attaching a strong negative why to that with a good habit. And now here's the part. You need to set the goal of doing that positive habit instead of the negative habit for 21 days, for 3 weeks. This is your first goal. Afterwards, you are allowed to reflect, but don't stop earlier. Here's the reason. It takes around 21 days for the old habit to disappear. You're not strong enough yet to have your new habit in, but at least you've gotten rid of your old habit a little bit. 21 days, 3 weeks. Take that as a really key driver. This is how you do it. And now you have to attach a lot of positive emotions with that new habit. Positive emotions make you stick and stay with that new habit. For example, wow, you look in the mirror and you look a little fitter already because you have been snacking on apple, not on chocolate. Wow, you're getting fitter because you're going for a morning run. Wow, you feel like you have a lot more air, you can breathe, you can run a bit longer because you stop smoking. Wow, you get some really great feedback from people because you're not reaching out so much on your computer, but you're actually dropping someone a nice message, or you're reading a book, or your Spanish has gotten better because you have been studying more, whatever it is. So you have to attach positive emotions. And step number 5, and it's the final step. You have to go for around 60 freaking days. It's not easy, but trust me, it's totally worth it. Because after 60 days, studies show your habit is so deep drilled into your mind that it's harder for your mind to stop doing that. Does that make sense? 5 steps. Allocate a bad habit, associate negative emotions with it. Look for a replacement. Attach a lot of positive emotions to that. Go for at least 21 days. Then don't quit before. If you quit before, you haven't even tried. Last, go for 60 days to make it stick. And if you do that, that's what I basically did during my diving in Cocos. That was my commitment. You're gonna have some really powerful new habits. So I hope with this you learn how to replace your bad habits, create new habits, try it out. If you have any questions, please let me know below the video. Let me know on our Facebook site. My handle everywhere is 25 stories, 25 stories. That's on Instagram, that's on Periscope, that's on Facebook, wherever you can find me. Pinterest, doesn't matter. You will find me everywhere. Would love that. Get your feedback on that. Drop me an email if you want. And hey, head over to our Facebook, my website, email is there. Drop me one. If you sign up for my newsletter, you will get the 26 story that I don't share anywhere else. Would love to connect with you there. And of course, see you tomorrow for a truly crazy story. You're going to laugh really hard. Hope see you there and have a great day. great 18th of December. Talk to you tomorrow. Cheers, Julian. Bye-bye.